Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow.
Hello, welcome to KillCo. I'm Mr. K, and if you can't tell, I don't feel great. One of the many reasons I have not posted Whiskey Tribe Advent videos the past few days has been there was an incident, is the nice way to put it. A cat I've had for 15 years had to be put to rest. Very unpleasant, not going to make the YouTube video interesting. But other than that, which is the main one, to be abundantly clear, I also seem to have some kind of congestive, coldish thing, and I didn't have most of the whiskeys anyway, so I didn't worry too much about it. I got other more important things on my mind at the moment. But since it is Christmas Eve, if nothing else, I wanted to get one Christmas Eve episode in because although I did have yesterday's Redbreast, and I do have a Lagavulin of sorts today, it is not the same one. So, getting back to KillCo's method. I will review Redbreast 12 at some point because it is one of my favorites. But with this head cold I got, there's no point. There's barely even a point into reviewing this, but I wanted to try it since it was Christmas Eve. And I need to try to get myself back in the swing of things because it's I'm tired, we'll say. So, to get down to it, I got this. And you know that because you clicked on the video. Lagavulin 16 is officially the Whiskey Tribe Advent Calendar whiskey of the moment, day 24. I don't have one of those. I will someday, but I believe it's about $60 a bottle. And I bought this only because of Game of Thrones stuff that happened. And I believe I gifted this one to my father as well. I have a lot of father whiskeys, and he knows that. But as you can see, I haven't really touched this one since it's not mine. No quiet. I'm using my Andalusia whiskey glass because, again, this stuff is slightly smoky and it is something I know about from past experience. As you can see, I've already tried it. Not an uncorking, blah, blah, blah. It's very nice. It's not Lagavulin 16, but for Lagavulin, is very nice. I'm knocking things over. I could go into a lot about the Game of Thrones and the Lannisters and the Lion, but I won't, because that's not what this is about. This is about the time to be grateful for everything we do have, even when we have lost so much. Fruit notes, oddly enough. A little bit of smoke and peatiness. This is a genuine Scotch to me. I find that when I nose a Scotch now, I am always drawn towards the sweeter notes. Even in this, which I know has some peat to it, but again, bleh. Everything is not right in sinus world. So I can barely smell much of anything other than a little bit of sweetness, fruits, berries, a wonderful tinge of peat, even though I can barely smell anything. I don't know what this is going to taste like, if anything, due to my current mental state. And in fact, this is festive, but it doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel very me. So oh, it's tight. Oh, that's better. This is much more my style, as it is. It matches my tree. So I'm going to try to taste this. I'm still getting like apple and fruit notes. Figured if I put it down, something would change. Pepper spice kick. I want to say grit, Ooh, charcoal. Ooh, heavy charcoal there for a second. Or barbecue or brisket or that kind of thing. I don't know why I taste that more now. Maybe it's just because my taste buds in my nose are so messed up. Lagavulin is a classic, unfortunately, and fortunately. But it is something that kind of stands by itself in a weird way. I've tried other lightly peated stuff, but even with the commercials, that's not Lagavulin. That's because you can tell. Like, if you've had enough whiskey, you can tell when you've had a Lagavulin. Just like you can tell when you've had a Lefroy or an Ardbeg. It's something that just speaks in its own way and is familiar. This one is definitely a kind of scotch I would introduce to someone who has tried scotches and is interested in trying more and curious about peated. Like, this is one of the first ones I'd say. It's this black bottle. If you want to go even lower and just to be absolutely certain, give them Johnny Walker Black or Johnny Walker Double Black. That wouldn't be a bad choice either, just to sample it. And my personal recommendation for anyone curious about peat in general is to see if you can find a bottle of Connemara. It's an Irish whiskey, which I really dig, and it's a peated Irish whiskey, which I have not seen any other one of yet. They might exist, but I don't know what they are, and I haven't really researched it. So if they exist, I hope to find them. But as a just half step forward into the idea of peat, Connemara will be glorious. And I might pour myself some Connemara tonight just because it's Christmas Eve, just to see what it tastes like after this one. I'm making this short because I don't want to ramble on too much about things and stuff in life, because I already know it's happened and it's been brutal. But Christmas is on its way. New Year's is on its way. I have a lot I think I'm going to try to do now in 2020. More traveling, to say the least. But we'll see. It hasn't happened yet. This year has gone out with a bang, to say the very least. And I look forward to 2020. That's all I got right now. I won't be posting anything for a little bit, probably. Just because holidays, people with family, travel. There's no express need to make any content for the end of the year, unless it's, holiday-esque, as this one is. So, with that said, until next time, to you and yours, Sluncha. It's a damn fine scotch. Nothing else needs to be said, really.